Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Your morning blitz begins now.
Go on a Wednesday, high close to 60 today.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty nice. Maybe a few afternoon showers, but all in all, should be really good. Real quick, did I get all this snot off my lip and chin? Apparently, okay,
yeah,
good.
You're good.
Apparently, I forgot how to use Kleenex. Like, just a second ago, I was like, I had the sniffles, and I went and I grabbed the Kleenex, except when I held the Kleenex to my face, I guess I held it up like on the bridge of my nose.
It just all went
down. So when I blew my nose, it went right down my lips and my chin.
You forgot to close up the tent.
Yeah, I did, exactly. Yeah. I left the tent flap open.
Yeah.
I just blew it right down my... I like looked at myself in the reflection of the glass. I was like, what the hell, you idiot? Like, when did you forget to blow your nose?
Glad I didn't notice.
Yeah, no. Well, I stood there for a minute, and I was like wiping my face. Hey, real quick, I've mentioned this before, and I think this is a good thing, but like one of my red flags, I get accused of having to be right all the time, and that's not true. I just like to have the right answers. So to answer your question, Thick, that we got to right before we went on the air, it's called a near miss because of military terms, and it actually was a bombing term, but now for anything that comes close, we call it a near miss, because Kelly was asking if I saw the video of the Southwest airline in Chicago, I think it was, right?
Yes, at Midway.
Midway, right.
But wouldn't logic mean it was a near hit?
I'm not disagreeing with you 100%. Right, I'm just saying why. I wanted to know why, because you're right. The plane was coming in, and then a private plane started to cross the runway as the Southwest plane was landing, which would have been an absolute disaster if you haven't seen the video. And Kelly said, did you see the near miss? And Thick.
Out of 10.
Out of 10, yes.
Said, it's a near hit! And I'm like,
I wasn't talking
dude,
to you,
I
though.
just walked in the studio.
I wasn't talking
I need a
to
second.
Because we saw it last night. And that's what it said on the TV screen. It says near miss. And I'm like, but it's a near hit. Not
it is a near hit. The planes did almost hit. They did miss.
Yeah.
So
it was a miss.
Right. Near miss suggests something in proximity rather than something narrowly avoided. But I agree with you. I'm just saying it's a military term. You just come from bomb strikes.
Yeah, if you come at me at a 2 on that, I might be able to be on your side, but instead I just wanted to fight you.
Well, I wasn't. But that was the thing. I didn't mean to sound like I was coming at you. I was coming at the people who wrote the headline.
I just said it was a near miss, and you're like, it's not a near miss. Dear God.
He did go a little, what's his name from, what was it? Not Nick Foley, that's the wrestler.
Down
by the river.
Live in a van down by the river.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris.
Matt
Foley.
Matt Foley,
yeah. Exactly. It's called near miss. Let's go on a Wednesday.
Shut your yapper.
Let's get going with our Blitz Morning Trivia. Think what you got.
All right, $25 to waterbeds and stuff if you're the first one to text in the correct answer at 99700. Today will be the 10,000th episode of what game show? Today we'll have the 10,000th episode of what game show? Tell us at 99700. Be first, get the gift card.
My name is Matt Foley, and I am a motivational speaker. First off, I am 35 years old, I am divorced, and I live in a van down by the river.
I think I'll just call you Matt Foley from the rest of the day.
Because I motivate you?
No, because you get a little bit worked up over things. Let's get to the Blitz Morning Trivia. Think what you got.
All right, today will be the 10,000th episode of what game show?
Come on down Welcome to the 10,000th episode of The Price is Right.
We're giving away a lot of money today. $90,000. Started in 1972. I watched it in college, and Price is Right just stood out because there was people going bananas. Oh my God! It's a really good cross-section of America.
We've had over 75,000 people called on down.
We've given away over $300 million in cash and prizes. It's been one of the best experiences of my professional life. No matter how my day is, as soon as I get to Price is Right, walk through the door, it all goes away.
Now, what a show!
Let's just vibe it all day.
On our 10,000th episode of The Price is Right.
Longest running game show in history.
Yeah.
That was the longest running promo I've ever heard, whatever that was.
That's what it was.
Here's the thing. I truly believe that Price is Right is such a part of our, just lexicon of life.
Yeah.
That, I can't name one kid, especially in our age group, that had a sick day and you didn't end up watching Price is Right at 11 o'clock.
Absolutely.
On CBS.
Yeah.
It was just a given. Who's our winner, by the way?
That would be Cassie Appleyard from London, Ohio.
Congratulations, Cassie.
$25 to water.
I saw a TikTok where this girl was like, "We need to all update our brain file on Drew Carey," and then showed all these pictures of Drew Carey today.
Yeah,
he's really trim. He looks good. He's out vacationing with young women in these exotic places. And she's like, "I did not know. I would never. That's not at all how I picture Drew Carey."
Although he has turned into a bit of and I get this. Age, weight loss, all of it plays an effect, but he's turned a little bit of a St. Bernard. It's kind of it's coming down a little bit.
Oh yeah,
but it happens. I'll tell you what, it was probably about 10 years ago. They have The Price is Right Live, which is like a touring show that they do.
Yeah,
which adults show up in mass to, and they're usually extremely intoxicated by the time the show starts. And I got to MC one of these events where I got to go out on stage. Our radio station was partnering with them, and I got to go on stage, say hello to everyone, and we were kind of like the presenting sponsors. And I got to go backstage, and they had all the games ready to go and set up. And so I come out on stage, and I was talking to the crowd. It was like a theater size event. And I said, man, I was just backstage, and I'm seeing all the games, and I said, I saw the big wheel, and everybody clapped, and I saw, the hole-in-one, or as they call it, hole-in-two, and everybody clapped. But then I said, I saw the one game back there that I know everybody is just dying to play, and I said, what game is it? And the whole audience screamed the exact same thing. What game do you think they shouted out at the top of their lungs that they were so excited to play from Price is Right?
Okay, I love the mountain climber yodeler guy.
That yodel song is the best.
I love that.
Look up Price is Right mountain
song.
climber.
100%.
Oh,
that's what I'd be looking for.
That is the best.
That's the one?
No, that's not the one. But I agree with you. The
yodeler.
Mountain man
one,
thing.
yeah.
Is it Plinko?
Plinko.
Because that's cash.
Yes.
Plinko is the most cash you can win.
Everybody loves Plinko. They were going absolutely nuts over Plinko. And it's hard to think of a better game show. I would say, for me, the only better game show than Price is Right is Press Your Luck.
Oh.
That would be...
No whammies.
That's my favorite. No whammies, big money. Stop! Did you have a favorite game show, Kelly?
Well, I loved Jeopardy before I got, I don't know, I stopped being able to really answer very quickly. It takes me a little longer now to think of things. And my husband and I are always in competition. I was losing every game to a point where it was stressing me out to watch Jeopardy. So I kind of fell off the Jeopardy train.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not smart enough for Jeopardy.
I mean, nobody is. Nobody is.
I absolutely love when they do the teen tournament, because then I'm all over it.
Right.
And I get all the questions.
But then
right.
It makes you feel really bad when you can't answer the teen tournament games.
the information that some of these people know on Jeopardy.
Oh my gosh, it's nuts.
Makes no sense.
Have you ever seen how people study for Jeopardy? They basically read encyclopedias.
Right. It's unbelievable.
What's hilarious about it, though? Alex Trebek is a huge football fan. And so they will, from time to time, have NFL trivia questions, and they get them all wrong.
Nobody gets them.
They get all of them wrong.
Right. Yeah, if it comes to a lot of pop culture or sports questions, no. But you talk about 18th century German literature,
I know,
and they're all over it. Thick, did you have a favorite game show? Oh, here's the Mountain Man song.
Okay, here we go.
This isn't the chorus yet, or the part they used for the game.
Yeah.
I know it's in there.
Where is
you got to keep going. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
I love it.
And then he just goes off the edge.
Yes.
And there was something about that non-moving stiff mountain man
making its way up a cardboard mountain.
Yeah, but when he goes over and he stays in the same position, he's just like, hey! He goes over the edge. Did you have a favorite game show, Thick?
I had my two favorites were Match Game and Name That Tune. I always love music.
Name
trivia.
That Tune.
Any music trivia, I'm all in. Kelly and I play song pop. Used to play song pop against each other.
That's a good one for sure.
Hollywood Squares. That was a good one.
That's back. Drew Barrymore brought that back.
Well, yesterday we had the story about Alec Baldwin, and the thing with Rust and all that. I hate that happened because he was the current host of Match Game, and he did an awesome job at it. He was so good at it, and so it's been gone ever since the Rust.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
I tell you, if you ever want to cringe and you ever just audibly want to go, ooh, go to the Game Show Network and watch old episodes of like the Match Game or the $25,000 Pyramid, and the way the game show hosts used to treat the female contestants and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. Wink Martin did cringe. Oh, God. You can't put your hands there, sir.
How about Richard Dawson kissing women on the lips?
Every one of them.
The time.
Every one of them. My grandmother always wished she was one of them.
Of course she did.
Do you remember the Hollywood Squares question when when Joan Rivers was asked something like, in what sport can you see balls going back and forth at speeds of up to 160 miles an hour? And she said, jogging.
No, it doesn't top the Newlywed Game answer, though, of where's the weirdest place you've ever had sex? And or
was it make whoopee?
Or make whoopee, yeah. And the woman answered, let's just say a place that most people don't do it. Yeah.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
I've never had to go through the process of childbirth or being
I hope not.
No. Or having a baby being born, and then kind of the things that go along with it, including some of the paperwork. You give your baby a name, you get the birth certificate, you get the Social Security card. Kind of sets you up for life.
Yeah.
Well, if you do not know, if something goes wrong during that process, it is very difficult to fix. And that's what this family in Omaha, Nebraska is feeling and working with. Jason Kilborn is struggling to figure out the paperwork for his daughter, whose name is Caroline and was born in November of 2022. However, Caroline's mother and Jason dated off and on over the years, but they're no longer together. Jason does have full custody of Caroline, but unfortunately, the mother had some issues, including drug abuse issues, and the problem was Caroline was born in a house. She was not born in a hospital. She was born in a house, so she was given a certificate of live birth, an unofficial document that hospitals submit to start the process of generating a government-issued birth certificate. But somehow, that process never happened. And now Jason is struggling to get a Social Security card and a usable birth certificate for Caroline because when you don't fill out the paperwork, things automatically generate. So Caroline's legal name is Unikite 13 Hotel.
Ooh.
Unikite 13 Hotel.
Uh-huh.
That is unique.
That is what the computer, the government computer, just kicked out to print the paperwork.
Like a random,
yes,
like three names.
It is a computer-generated name.
What is a unikite?
That's a valid question. I don't know. Here's the thing. Jason can't change Caroline's name without a birth certificate, a social security number, and a whole bunch of help from the government, which obviously is moving very slow right now, and things just aren't happening. So he is having a bit of a time. And his current daughter, Unikite 13 Hotel. You got some of the story right there?
It's Jason and his lawyer.
Okay.
It kills me that I wasn't able to be there when she was born, because it wouldn't have happened like it did.
The document that is her birth certificate has the term for government use only on it. And obviously, Jason, not being a member of the government, does not have the ability to use that document. When I started working with Jason, I was in disbelief at what was happening.
This seems like one of those stories that is such an easy fix. Obviously, I didn't mean to name the baby, or the baby shouldn't be named Unikite 13 Hotel. Go into a courtroom, change the name,
all right,
stamp it, and that's it.
Hear me out. Unikite is an igneous rock that is usually opaque with green, black, pink, and white flecks. They're gorgeous. I'm keeping the name Unikite. You can call me Kite or something like that. That's cool. I'll even keep 13. Just change my last name to my dad's last name. I like the name.
You like Unikite 13?
100%. It's cool. Nobody else has it.
Okay, Elon. Calm down with the baby names.
No, seriously. Kelly has always been like this. She loves names. And
anything unique.
The more unique and weirder they are, the more she likes
Well, you could call her, isn't Kite a cute name for a little girl?
I'm not against that. But Unikite, you're just setting your child up for failure.
Greatness?
No, failure.
Oh, man. People are going to be calling her Unabomber.
Absolutely. Unicycle. Unicorn.
Unicycle. Yeah.
God forbid she's in a tragic accident and loses a leg. Game over. Game over.
You've really thought this out, I see.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Or she loses an arm and she's Uniclaw. Like, it is just... No. What's your favorite thing to do? Where's your favorite restaurant? IHOP. Like, no. Can't do that to that poor kid. Moving along. This story, very unfortunate. There was a snowmobiler in Nova Scotia, a 28-year-old from Spring Hill, who was in a snowmobiling accident. He was driving down the road when he struck a snowbank, and witnesses came to help him out. They called 911, and the RCMP responded. They dispatched a fire truck to assist him. However, somehow the fire truck and emergency health couldn't stop in time and hit him. So not this man in a snowmobile accident, laying in the snow, waiting for assistance, but then he was hit and run over by the fire truck that was showing up to help him.
That's a bad day.
That is an awful day.
You guys, have you seen the video? It totally reminds me of the guy they had to rescue by helicopter. He was down at the bottom of a gorge or a mountain or something, and they lifted it up. They had to put him on like a straight board to keep him stable, and they tied him, and they were lifting him up by a rope by the helicopter, and the thing starts spinning.
Oh, yes.
His body starts spinning at the wildest rate. It is crazy.
But the only thing you're getting wrong is that was like an 83-year-old woman. That was not a man. That was like an 83-year-old woman.
Yes, that's right.
Yes,
it was.
It was like a very old woman.
Oh.
Yes. And the rate at which she is spinning,
it's unbelievable.
I'm surprised she didn't get torn limb from limb.
Oh, no kidding.
Because
it was that
fast. Was unbearable.
It was like a top.
100%.
And then what's the one with the people carrying the casket and it tips over and the body rolls out?
Yes.
Have you seen that video?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that is rough. That is rough. So this is just another story to add to that.
I love it. Well, thank you so much. That is your not so breaking news. 99.7 The Blitz. Welcome to your Wednesday. High of 56 today. Probably even slightly warmer than that. A few scattered showers this afternoon, but nothing too crazy. I hope fingers crossed you were listening to Ronnie at 420 yesterday, because coming up here in about 11 minutes, we kick off the 7 o'clock hour, which will mean sometime during that hour, you are going to hear the Sonic Temple Song of the Day with Buckeye City Motorsports, and you will walk away with a pair of single day passes for the Saturday show.
Friday.
I was reading tomorrow's stuff. Sorry. Yes. Today is Friday show, tomorrow's Saturday show. Yes. Today you will be getting Friday tickets, which is Metallica, Rob Zombie, and a whole slew of others. What did you call it? The heaviest day in rock? Or
the heaviest day in
metal?
America. The heaviest day in America.
Nothing but metal bands throughout the entire day.
Just a lot of metal.
So she announced that song at 4:20 yesterday, and it will happen sometime between 7 and 8 this morning.
Including Metallica. That's a Metallica day.
Yes, it is the first day of Metallica, correct. Hey, if you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, things just aren't going your way this morning, let's see if we can make you feel a little bit better about yourself. Great website called fmylife.com. I love reading some of these stories. And then, basically, these are people having really, really bad days, and hopefully it'll make you feel better about yours. A little Schadenfreude, if you will, I think is the German word for it.
Schadenfreude.
Schadenfreude, that's right. Schadenfreude, isn't that a...
Shenandoah is a country band.
That's right. Close enough. Hey, someone said today, I noticed a young child wandering out into a busy street. I managed to grab his arm just as he stepped off the sidewalk and yank him away from almost certain death. My reward was his mother, who was on her cell phone the whole time, screaming at me for touching her child. That is the one instance where I would snap. I would go off if I just saved your child and you were on your phone and you yelled at me.
Yep.
There's no way.
Oh, 100%. Yep. 100%.
Today, someone stole the seat off my bike. Just the seat. What the hell are they going to do with that? Valid.
They just wanted to watch you try to ride home.
Yeah.
On a pole.
Today, my dad admitted to dating and getting my stepdaughter pregnant. And they're very happy.
Woody Allen?
My wife is furious. Meanwhile, my brother pointed out it's a real-life version of a Willie Nelson song. Once the baby is born, our inbred family tree will result in me technically being my own granddad. Oh. That is so bad.
All right.
Gosh.
Today, I told my mom I was going swimming with friends. She told me in front of them not to go into the deep end unless there was an adult around because I'm not old enough to swim on my own. I'm 19.
What?
Oh,
so bad. Today, the girl I stalked in high school found me. I've since gotten therapy and fixed my attachment issues. But she told my fiance the whole story anyway, so now I'm single sleeping with my clothes in the back of my U-Haul.
Oh, that's sad.
Sad.
That is a mean person.
Like, come on. If you go through therapy and fix yourself...
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
And grow up.
Wrong. Right. Today I learned that girls don't like it when you pass out from romantically carrying them to the bed. What they do like is telling all their friends about you passing out.
Wait.
He was trying to carry her to the bed.
And he passed out?
He passed out.
Oh.
Either a bit too much of a strain or... sure. Today I found out my dad ate my rabbit when I was 6 years old. He told me it ran away.
Dude, my mom had a pet rabbit when she was a kid. And one day it wasn't there anymore because it was dinner.
Really? Yes. They cooked it up and ate it?
That is psychotic. It's psychotic. Who does that to a kid's pet?
I mean, if the family's hungry, were they poor? Did they not have a lot of food?
Back then, I don't know.
Right.
Thick's mom, please text us and let us know if it was psychotic or if you were poor and had to eat your pet. I need to know this. I'm so mad about this.
If it comes down to it, you got to feed the family, then the pet's going. I mean,
I don't know.
The only strange thing it would be like a rabbit isn't a ton of meat. Like that's a one person meal.
No, it depends. Depends on the rabbit.
That would have to be
most of the rabbits running around in our backyards around here are not.
I mean, you're also talking to a person who goes and gets like the $5 rotisserie chicken at Kroger, and I'll eat the whole thing. So,
yeah, right.
That's no problem. Finally, today, I took this girl out that I've been crushing on for 2 years to a fancy restaurant. At one point during the date, I had to get up to take a massive dump. As I was walking back to the table, a little boy stood up and shouted, "That's the poo-poo man!" in front of everyone. FML.
Get down. All right, I'm listening. 3 things you need to know before you go.
It was a violent scene in Lancaster last night with 2 people dead, 2 others critically injured. Police called to a home on North Broad Street yesterday evening, and they encountered an armed suspect who was shot at by police. He was critically wounded. It's not yet known if he was shot by police or shot himself. But police also found a woman in the yard who had been shot in the head. She is critically wounded. And inside the house, they found 2 dead men. Police say the suspect did have connection to the victims, although they won't describe it any further than that. Agents from the state BCI have been called in to help with the investigation. No injuries reported after a Southwest flight had a near collision with a private jet at Chicago's Midway Airport, and you can see the video. It is absolutely nuts. The Southwest plane's coming in for a landing. It's down low. It's ready to touch down.
Oh, it's about to touch, yeah.
Yeah. And then you see this private jet crossing the landing strip right in front of the Southwest flight. It's about to get smashed to smithereens.
It would have been an absolute disaster. Like, whoever was on that private plane better rub your rosary and do all your things, light your smoke, because you were goners for sure.
So the passenger plane then pulled up, avoided the collision. The FAA says the private jet entered the runway without authorization. Now, you can hear air traffic control, and the audio is kind of long, so I didn't really... Did you get it?
We actually have it's on the DA site. There's actually a shortened clip of the pilot and ATC talking.
Well, the interesting thing is that the air traffic control guy keeps telling the private jet, hold. You need to hold. Do not move. Like, don't move forward. And the guy keeps moving forward. The guy, I don't know who the pilot was, keeps moving forward. He's like, you've been instructed to hold. Okay. And then when the Southwest pilot pulls up, you can hear him then say, air traffic control, what happened there?
Yeah, here's a short clip from the Southwest Airlines flight.
Southwest 2504 going around.
2504, roger, that's I maintain 3000.
Sorry, Southwest 2504, how'd that happen?
How'd that happen? That's it. How'd that happen?
But also...
So calm.
Oh,
it's so wild.
About just blasted a private jet, and he's like,
gosh.
Hey,
have you taken someone's head?
I couldn't do that job, could I?
No, you could not.
I don't know. They kind of deserved a 10. Whoever. I hope that person loses their license. All right, we have that huge hockey game happening at Ohio Stadium on Saturday. Blue Jackets versus the Detroit Red Wings. 90,000 people expected in the stands. There will be cannon blasts. Ohio State's athletic band will be there, fireworks, and a 21 Pilots concert on stage in the south end zone during an extended first intermission. This is going to be a huge deal. So much fun.
21 Pilots.
Do you believe that? 21 Pilots will be there. They're going to do like a little concert there during the first intermission. Extensive security plans are in place, and basically if you've ever been to a football game at Ohio Stadium, it's going to be really similar to that. The bag policy is the same, tailgating guidelines, etc. So that is what's going on there.
If I wasn't going back home, I really wanted to go.
It is worth
you mentioned that.
Yeah.
It's like $60 to start. You can get more expensive tickets the closer you get, but there are still tickets available. What a fun night for $60.
Absolutely.
You've been to a couple of these, haven't you? The outdoor games? Have you been to an outdoor?
I've been to one in Denver.
Okay,
yeah.
I just wondered, because we're going to be in like the 40s.
Well, that's the thing. The high for Saturday is 40 with a few sprinkles. It's an evening game, right?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock, yeah. So it'll cool off by then, and then, by the time it gets going, it'll be down to 35 or so.
Yeah, that's a decent temperature for a Buckeye game. Like, we've all been out in
I'm just thinking about the ice.
Oh, melting?
They'll have the coolers underneath, I'm sure.
But it doesn't get sloppy on top?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, I guess it's not like it's not 10 degrees in the arenas.
Right.
So, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
They've got their things.
All right, those are your 3 things.
So Wednesday, the last Wednesday of February. Can't believe it's going to be March this weekend.
Yes.
That's crazy. They're flying by, actually. I mean, for me, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that, end of the year wasn't the best end of the year, and starting the year was a really good start to the year. Coming down, joining you guys, coming up on basically 1 month of doing this show together. And it's a very big day for me today. A very, very important day, actually. And a bit stressful as well, so I could probably use a little bit of help. Because I'm at that point, having been in Columbus for a month now, or coming up on a month, I need to find the next person who is going to insert themselves into my mouth, and the next person who's going to grab on my cash and prizes.
Do not look at me.
Okay, I would prefer someone more trained.
Okay.
Because I have to find my local dentist and my local doctor. I haven't done that yet. And I figured today would be the day that I would kind of start doing some research. Because, the old health insurance is going to kick in here in a moment.
Yes.
And it's about time.
Kelly is lucky when it comes to the dentist department.
Yeah, my brother-in-law's a dentist, but he lives in Cleveland, so it's a haul. It's 2 hours, but he's a great dentist.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. So
I am good friends with my dentist. I mean, we've gone fishing together and stuff. And
nice.
He's a great dude, so I can hook you up with him if you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And then the other thing too is I am of the age now where I want to make sure that I find a doctor with very small hands, because
yeah, no, he's right. It's time to get the old
I got to get the oil checked. Yeah,
okay,
someone's got to insert the dipstick, and they're going to find out what's going on there.
Yes.
So,
man, that 36 hours without food.
Oh no! I'm not at colonoscopy level.
Oh,
it's just the
Oh, okay.
Just a prostate exam.
Gotcha.
They stick their finger up your beehole.
I was thinking about.
Have you not had one?
Yeah, but I was thinking about the camera.
No,
when he said that,
the colonoscopy.
No, I don't need that. Yeah, I don't think.
You never know.
Not. You're right.
You never know
until they do the step one.
The digital.
Let's start with step one.
Right,
dude. That's a weird thing.
And if I see both your hands on my shoulders, we got an issue. So
what I don't get is they, toward the end of it, they wake you up while the camera's still in, so that you can look at the video and see. And I'm like, I didn't need that. You could have just left me under until you were done.
Yeah, I don't know what doctor you saw, but I don't think that's normal. I really don't.
Really?
Yeah,
hey, buddy, we still have this thing all the way up your beehole, up at yours. Probably could feel it in your throat.
Sorry to tell you, but that van behind Popeye's Chicken was not the place.
That was not
to
a
go.
mobile colonoscopy station.
That was not. All right.
Hey, I was good though. No pops.
Here's my biggest fear. This is the one thing that I'm really not looking forward to. I've been with Nora for 2.5 years, but one thing I've done in every single relationship, not that I don't feel comfortable, just kind of out of respect. If avoidable, of course it's happened, but if avoidable, I will leave the room before I fart in front of Nora.
Good for you. I appreciate the effort on that. It is really I'm not a public, I can't do it. No, I don't like that. I don't like, it feels now like we're buddies if we're farting in front of each other. We're just buddies. We're like in a locker room and we're just farting up a storm.
My wife and I are best friends.
And I get that. And I get why couples do it. And they say it's actually a thing that strengthens the relationship.
Okay, well, it's happened by accident. And then you can be like, I'm so embarrassed. And then you move on. But it's like an embarrassing moment. It's not a proud moment.
And the times it's happened, especially as I'm getting older, where I go to stand up and it just falls out, and you're like, and then we laugh about it.
Yeah, then you laugh and you move on.
I make a point to leave the room. So at the end,
step into the world of power, loyalty, and luck.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
With family, cannolis, and spins mean everything.
Now you wanna get mixed up in the family business?
Introducing The Godfather at ChumbaCasino.com. Test your luck in the shadowy world of The Godfather slot.
Someday, I will call upon you to do a service for me.
Play The Godfather, now at ChumbaCasino.com.
Welcome to the family.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
of the colonoscopy
Yeah.
when they make you do it multiple times before you can leave.
Oh, yeah.
And, boy, if you've ever been on TikTok, you've seen some of those. And I'm like, that is going to be...
Yeah, it's weird.
The
It is
worst
weird.
thing.
It's weird.
Nora's going to be my ride home, obviously.
Let me tell you something, because I've had to have 2 in my life. Lucky me, I guess. But that's part of it. If it happened at all, I don't remember it. That
really?
Never happened for me. I'm gonna gear you toward my guy.
Okay.
Because he's not interested in embarrassing me in front of my spouse at all.
Interesting.
Now,
Okay.
so he's either giving me enough drugs so I don't remember, or he's not doing it. That's not a requirement.
Because I've seen those TikTok videos where they're recording their significant others, telling them they have to do it. And some of those ones after a colonoscopy are like people who lived on diets of sauerkraut and tuna fish. Like, they are some of the most atrocious sounding things ever. It's unbelievable.
And like super wet, too, just because of what's gone on up in there.
Yes.
But there's nothing in there.
No, it's nothing but air and KY jelly, but don't talk about my Saturday night. Like, I mean, come on now.
I'm a bad.
All right, here we go. Boba Flex up for grabs with Broken Habits and Electric Dream Machine, Newport Music Hall, Saturday, April 19th. Last pair of tickets for now, as we've been giving them away this week, as we are making Kelly the bad guy.
I liked this the first time, but now I'm not liking it as much.
No, not so much?
It's making me feel worse and worse every time we play this.
Well, that was kind of the point. I mean, I did want to make you feel a little uncomfortable, making you the person who decides who wins. But the first time we did it on Monday, you clapped in glee.
Yeah, I was into it. Now I'm not into it. I had to do it a second time, and it did make me feel bad.
Okay.
I'm a bad guy.
Well, you have to do it one more time.
I'm into it. Go ahead.
So here's the deal.
Okay.
But we're gonna take a little bit of the pressure off you.
Okay.
1-800-821-9970. If you want to see Boba Flex on April 19th, give us a call. We need 6 people who want to go to the show, and you'll have a chance to win. So let's go one by one and say hello. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
This is Michelle.
Michelle, hang on the line 1 second for me. We got Michelle on line 1. Let's go to line 2. Blitz, hi, who's this?
This is Joe.
Joe, you hang on 1 second. Joe on line 2. Let's put him on hold. Go to line 3. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
This is Brent.
Britt?
Brent.
Sorry, Brent. All right, Brent, you hang on 1 second here. Let's go to line 4. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Joe.
Peyton.
Peyton. All right, Peyton, you hang on 1 second. Make sure you turn your radio down for me, Peyton. Thanks. All right, let's go to line 5. Who do we got? Blitz, good morning.
This is Steven.
Steven, you hang on 1 second. Might hook you up with Boba Flex tickets. And then we got line 6. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. This is Kyla.
Kyla, you hang on 1 second. Kyla, we're going to see if you are the winner. All right, so here's the deal. I have got all 6 contestants written down on pieces of paper.
Oh.
Throwing them in a hat.
Oh.
So here's the deal. You are going to eliminate them one by one. So we don't know who she's going to pick. So a little bit of the pressure is off you. I'm not making you specifically pick a winner.
Okay.
But you are in charge of who wins because you are going to pick the pieces of paper. So I'm going to give you the hat with the pieces of paper. We've got all 6 contestants on the phone. Who is the first person that Thick is going to hang up on?
The first person is Steven.
On which line?
On which Steven's line of 5.
5. It's on the piece of paper.
Do I just hang up or do you want to tell him?
No, just hang up.
That was 5,
Yeah,
right?
5. 5's gone.
Sorry.
All right.
All right. We're kind of going in some kind of order.
Who's being eliminated next?
Number 4, Peyton. Sorry, Peyton.
Adios. No goodbye, no nothing. We'll see you later. Kelly's the bad guy picking our winner here. Who's next being eliminated?
Oh, I'm sorry. Kayla, number 6.
Oh, out of there, Kayla, number 6.
Darn it. Okay, next eliminated is number 2, Joe.
Joe's out of there. Bye. All right, so now we're down. Who are the last 2?
The last 2 are Brent and Michelle,
let's
number
get
1 and number 3.
Number 1 and 3. Let's get Brent and Michelle on the phone. Brent, Michelle, good morning. One of you two is going to win tickets for Boba Flex, and it's all up to Kelly on who the bad guy is. Go ahead, Kelly.
All right.
Pick the last person to be eliminated.
You ready? Oh, number 3, Brent.
Bye, Brent. See ya. Which means Michelle, the last woman standing. Congratulations. You are going to go see Boba Flex with Broken Habits and Electric Dream Machine, Newport Music Hall, Saturday, April 19th. Tickets available at Access.com right now. Hey, Michelle, congratulations.
Thank you. That's my birthday. So
awesome.
Right.
Oh, awesome. Have a great birthday date night then, and we will talk to you soon. Oh, actually, hang on one second. We got to get some info from you.
Okay.
And congratulations, 99.7 The Blitz. All right, there you go. Your Sonic Temple song of the day. Buckeye City Motorsports. Tickets up for grabs for Friday's show. Metallica and Rob Zombie. Of course, Living Dead Girl by Rob Zombie. Your Sonic Temple song of the day. I would love to talk to our winner, but Trigger Finger Thick over here.
Sorry, man.
Said hi to Angie. Got some information so we can get her the tickets. And then click.
Got the boot.
Angie, congratulations.
Angie and Shelby.
Congratulations very much. It'll happen again this afternoon, 4:20. Ronnie will have your Sonic Temple song of the day, and then we will play it sometime between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. tomorrow. And tomorrow will be single day passes for Saturday's show, the one that I am most certainly going to be at. That's going to be Lincoln Park and Incubus, and can't wait for that one.
I hate to tell you this, but you're going to most certainly be at every show.
Well, that I do know, yes. As a member of the Blitz staff, we're going to be there the whole weekend, hanging out and all that kind of stuff.
But you'll be front and center right there.
I'll be in the seats for Lincoln Park, for sure. So
nice.
I want him on the floor.
Again.
Seats are the best. I'm with you.
Absolutely. And that's the other thing. Going to shows, I wouldn't even pay the money to sit like front row or anything like that. I want to see the stage. I want to see the experience. I want to take it all in.
Now, I will say you should have the floor experience for something, but stand back a little bit. That's what I like to do, because it is kind of fun to be on the floor. But if I want to see the show, I like to be in the stand.
And I've seen plenty of shows up close and personal.
Yeah.
So, but I want to see the whole thing.
I gotcha.
So 4:20, Ronnie will have that Sonic Temple song of the day. Now, here's a question for you. We have always been, especially recently, fascinated with things and how they used to be and how people lived and survived, whether you're going all the way back to Game of Thrones and the medieval times, or you're talking about the Civil War era, or even the Wild Wild West. And so with a lot of questions, or a lot of shows revolving around that, the question is, do you think you could live in the old times? And I think it's a valid question, because I believe I would do okay. I am not going to be, the final survivor, but I would do okay. I know enough to kill something. I know enough to catch something.
Do we do this with our current knowledge?
I would think so.
Like they're just going to drop us off back in 1800s or something?
I mean, if you were born then and grew up then, you obviously would kind of have the skills, because that's how you grew up. But taking what you knew now, the invention of the time machine, could you survive back then?
I could not. I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
Well, no. I mean, first of all, I'm not built for challenge. So the second there's like a slight food shortage and I get the tiniest bit of hunger, I'm jumping in front of the wagon train. Like, I don't want to live like that.
Okay.
I don't want to live hungry. I get one whiff of dysentery. Bye-bye.
Game over.
I'm not living like that. No.
Okay. Thick, you think you're going to make it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can live off the land. I can catch fish. I can hunt. I'm going to teach people how to fish, how to hunt.
Yeah.
I mean, I have hunted and gotten rabbit and cleaned that rabbit and cooked that rabbit. And the same with fish. So yeah, I can definitely eat. I can feed myself,
Right.
which is number one thing you have to be able to do.
Absolutely.
You know, and yeah, I mean, we already have the knowledge of building things. We're probably going to invent a lot of stuff. Well, when we go back, because we're already going to know about it that it hasn't been invented yet.
And that's the thing. Yeah. So if you have your knowledge nowadays, we could bring a lot back with us for sure. You know, I think I would be able to survive mainly because I could earn a living, like, entertaining. So at least
I thought you were going to say you want to be a desperado or something.
Yeah, I would be.
Just stealing from other covered wagons.
Well, that too. But yeah, I would be able to, and enough knowledge of cooking that if there's something put in front of me, that I can actually make it into a meal.
Yes.
I'm trying to think what would be the hardest thing.
I mean, have fun being freezing cold at night. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah.
No.
I agree. It is not something I would want to do.
I'm not going to hang around in the cold climate areas.
You're just going to head south as fast as possible?
Yes.
I like your idea, like having a floor show. I could be part of the floor show or sell. I could sell snake oil or something like that.
Yeah.
For sure.
True.
I would try, but I really don't.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Ever want to be like sick or cold or hot or uncomfortable in any way?
I agree. I don't want to be like uncomfortable and force yourself to sit by the fire.
No.
The slightest bit
Everybody
of uncomfortableness.
stinks all the time.
All the time. Worst case scenario, though, I do know that if nothing else, I would survive because I would, without a doubt, have money. Because if it comes down to it, I will just join and work in the oldest career in history.
You're going to be a prostitute?
I'll make my money that way. I got no problem. It's 1997 The Blitz. Talking about this online forum that I saw, someone had mentioned watching American Primeval and how good it was, and all these shows that are set back in like the 1800s, and posing the question, do you think you would have made it back then? Do you have the skills? And I think I'd have done okay. I'm not going to be in charge. I'm not going to be the last man standing, but I'd have done okay. Kelly, you'd be gone.
No, I don't even want to do it. I'm taking myself out. I'm done.
I'm out. I know Nora would be the same way. Nora, it'd be game over after she tried to like pet a mountain lion or something. Like she would just. There's no way.
All right, so I'll have a buddy in the end, is what you're saying. All right,
yes,
good.
Exactly.
Great.
Some text rolling in. Carrie says Goose would be a jester at the Wild Wild West Saloon. Yes,
jester.
Yeah, pretty much. Someone said they could see me as a snake oil salesman.
Oh,
thanks.
Okay. That's that Michigan thing.
Yeah. I do like Rick saying, Goose, the number one entertainer on the Oregon Trail, bringing Magic Mike all the way 150 years back. You do not want to see this on a Magic Mike stage. That is I am too oddly shaped to be Magic Mike. There's no way.
Shannon Souders says you need to check out Slate Run Metro Park. It's a fully functioning 1800s farm. You can walk all through it and see how it works and actually try it yourself. That's interesting. I would like to do that.
Oh, I say we go try our skills.
Yeah.
And see what's up.
Now, John said, the hunting's one thing, but would you be able to make your own bow and arrows? Well, I assumed we were going back, we were talking about the Wild West, there were guns.
There were guns.
They had guns.
Right.
I was assuming there would be guns for me to hunt with.
Okay.
Now, if I don't have guns, then I think I'd be better off. I don't know. I couldn't make make a bow and arrow that it would actually work. I think I'm better off setting a trap.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I would be able to find the right materials for that. But you said you hunted.
Yes.
Dick. Did you do the whole biting of the heart or liver?
Oh, dude, no. And I remember seeing that in, what was the movie? Oh my gosh. We were invaded by Russia. It was Patrick
Red
Swayze.
Dawn?
Red Dawn.
Yeah.
And Red Dawn, and they went hunting, after it all started because they were trying to live off the land.
Right.
And I remember them going hunting and getting a deer, and he took a bite out of the heart because it was like rite of passage. And then I also heard Armie Hammer talking about this a couple of weeks ago. He did it. And I was wondering if it, because we have a lot of people who hunt, who listen to us. And I just wondered if anybody out there had ever done that. Like you went deer hunting and actually took a bite out of a heart. Please call us.
I think we are way too smart nowadays.
Really?
Yes.
I think that's a tradition that some people follow.
You can screw your tradition. I'm not getting parasites or
I'm not either.
mule tick, deer
I'm not doing anything Armie Hammer has ever done.
Well, but this is a thing. That's a real thing that people do that. I know. I want to hear somebody tell me about it.
I can't even. No. I don't even eat liver and onions. There's no way I'm taking the bite out of the raw heart.
Erica's with Kelly. She says, I'll be running towards the mushroom cloud.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I can't. I would never put myself in that situation where I'm like, yes, I'm going to eat this raw animal, protein. No.
To prove what?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know what that's about, man.
I support if you want to go hunt and live off the land and do that thing, but that is not happening whatsoever.
We got a text says my clumsy self would have already lost an arm and a leg due to gangrene, so nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jeff
I
Smith.
can't tell you how many times I've been run over by a wagon wheel.
Yeah. Or like I said, everyone in our generation has died of dysentery at least once on the Oregon Trail. Oh, you got a phone call there? Blitz, good morning. Who's this? Hello. Can you turn your radio down for me? Or you're butt calling us. One of the two. Hello.
Turn your radio down. Okay.
There we go. Hi, who's this?
This is Jake. I was calling about the hunting line. I am someone that did that as a child and had buddies do it as a teenager.
You bit a heart of a deer.
Yes, sir, wow. I did.
So how did that? Were you the one that killed it? It was your first kill?
Yes, it was my first kill, and I think I was 8 years old.
Oh, my gosh.
You were 8 years old, and they made you take the bite out of a deer heart.
Yes, my uncle did.
Do you remember it? Well, was it gamey?
I remember it vividly. It was still hot. I could literally, and when you bite into it, it sprays blood out.
Oh no!
Wow!
And then what have you spent on therapy since then? Has it been?
I go to therapy, but not for that.
Right. And so, but you didn't get sick. You chewed it and swallowed it.
Chewed it and swallowed it.
Wow.
And big bites.
Big bites. Okay.
And I just heard that. But yep. And it goes all over you.
Okay. No, that's good. Well, I appreciate the call. Thank you very much. I hope you have a great day.
Oh, my gosh.
No.
I knew there was somebody.
Let's see. I have a lot of people to have. First year I kills with my dad. We didn't eat it. He did give me 2 lines under the eyes with the blood from. Okay.
Oh, I see. He wiped the blood under his eyes.
Yeah, a little war paint.
Yeah. I get
okay,
it. Right.
I can see that.
Gerald said cow heart and tongue is really good. I haven't eaten those.
No, I'm good. Again, I'm no thank you. All right, we got. Oh boy, let's see. Blitz, good morning. Who's this?
John.
John, have you eaten a deer heart or liver?
I wouldn't say that I've eaten one, but yes. First time hunting, you were supposed to take a bite of the heart of the liver, and by doing so, it was old Native American ritual, whatever. It was supposed to be showing thanks and taking the spirit of the animal with you, and I was always told that you'd never shoot another deer if you didn't. So.
And you would never shoot another deer if you didn't. Okay, and I understand the tradition and where it comes from, and kind of respecting the tradition. But I'm going to pass. So, how old were you when you did it?
I was only 14. And,
okay.
Yeah, I would pass again too. But on the other hand, the heart and the liver are pretty much the most nutritious things on an animal. So,
no, I get it.
It was 100% survivable. I would probably do it again, but fortunately, I don't think that it's going to ever come down to that.
Do you remember the moment? Do you remember what it tasted like?
Very, like, sucking on pennies. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It was, it was like creamy pennies.
Okay. Not good. No one, thank you for the call. No one has convinced me that it's like, this is what you have to do, and this is what you're going to do. It is still absolutely 100% not going to happen at all.
And now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
Up in Geauga County, an ATM was destroyed in the overnight hours yesterday when someone used a huge backhoe to try to break into the machine. There is video, which is, it is pretty funny. It happened at about 4 a.m. You can see the backhoe driver driving the backhoe by, and then you see it just slamming into the standalone ATM repeatedly until it was completely knocked over. Someone in a pickup truck backs up, ostensibly the getaway driver. I guess they were going to load all the cash into the truck and take off, but they could not get into the thing despite knocking it completely over. So the driver of the backhoe gets out, the driver of the pickup truck gets out, they talk for a couple seconds, and then they both jump in the pickup and take off. Now, they have not arrested these guys yet, and they did not get any money. PNC says the two got a zilch out of the ATM, but the machine was demolished, and they would like to find these guys.
You know, they make those things kind of sturdy.
Real sturdy.
for a particular reason.
Didn't we see, what was it, Barbershop, where they stole the ATM?
Yeah. Oh, right.
Yeah, you couldn't get anything out of it. Despite losing billions of dollars on Alexa over the last 10 years, Amazon's holding an event in New York City today to unveil an update on its Alexa digital assistant. The company's been working to come out with a new version with more advanced AI capabilities. I don't know if you guys use Alexa or not, but Amazon sells the Echo devices so cheap, like below cost. And they were hoping originally that we would all just start shopping on Amazon more, but instead all we used Alexa for was for like setting alarms and playing music and stuff. And
that's what we use ours for in the kitchen.
Yeah, it didn't really do anything for Amazon itself, so they've lost a ton of money on this device, but they're still updating it, etc. So anyway, an Australian couple on their way to Venice, Italy for vacation ended up having to sit next to a dead body for 4 hours with zero option to change seats. Mid-flight, a woman collapsed and died in the aisle next to Mitchell Ring and Jennifer Collin. There was now I don't know.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Where she died, didn't she have a seat? Why didn't they put her back in her seat? Maybe that was it, but Mitchell says, no, they stuck her in the seat next to me, right where she died. She died, they lifted her up, put her in the empty seat next to me and my wife, and then for 4 hours, they threw a blanket over her. So they weren't like staring into the...
I mean, to laugh at the dead person, but...
They did. They threw a blanket over her. But then when the plane finally landed, which that's kind of freaky, but I don't know. They made all the passengers stayed seated while they got the body off the plane. But Mitchell said that they took the blanket off and he was like staring into the face of this poor woman.
If that ever happens to me, I give anyone and everyone permission to Weekend at Bernie's my ass. I mean, put on some sunglasses, get some strings so my arms are moving, order some drinks. When we land, make me do the white person thing and clap that we landed. Like, oh, absolutely 100% Weekend at Bernie's me.
Yeah, I feel like I thought maybe there would be a place to put a dead body if it ever happened. Like, I'm not thinking there's ever a scenario in which I'm sitting next to a dead body on purpose. But that is the scenario.
Yeah.
And that is course of action on a flight. They find an open seat if somebody dies on the flight and they put the person in it.
what else are they going to do? They can't really get to the cargo hold.
Isn't there a booby hatch or something that you can drop it down into the cargo?
What, slide the dead body down?
Yes, man.
Like it just got eliminated from Mr. Beast games and just drop it down the hole?
It doesn't know anything.
What are you supposed
Yes. Yeah.
Put it in the bathroom and sit it upright, but don't tell anyone, so when they open the door, you're like, oh, sorry. What else are you supposed to do with the dead body?
Trapdoor it. I'm not sure what you're supposed to do, but not sit it next to me, I guess. That's all I'm saying. All right.
I don't know if I'd have a problem with that.
No?
No. I mean, I would do it for the story. I would do it for the gram.
Right.
I would do it for the gram.
Do it for the gram.
Yeah.
That would be a story. I don't think I'd put up a fuss, but I'd be like, oh, boy, this
I'm
is weird.
definitely snapping pictures. Yeah. If it's under a blanket or even if it's uncovered, I wouldn't, desecrate the body. I would pixelate the face, but I'm posting the pictures 100%. There's no way you don't do that for the story.
I'm glad you wouldn't desecrate the body.
Would not.
Yeah.
Did I use that word correctly?
You did.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Making
no.
sure.
I'm just very proud of you that you
got me really worried that
do.
I said the wrong word.
You have your limitations, and I do appreciate it. All right. Those are your 3 things.
All right, here we go. Time for another blind top 5. We've been having fun with this on the past few Wednesdays, so we're going to do it again. Boys and girls, get your pen and paper ready because this is how it works. I have got 5 things all within one category, and I'm going to list them off one by one. And as I do, you have to place them on your countdown chart 1 through 5. However, the problem is you don't know what comes next. So if you put something in the number 1 spot, and then I go and name something your favorite in the group, too late, you can't put it at number 1. That is why it is the blind top 5. And today, I wanted to do something like movie-wise, and so I figured, why not go with one of the all-time greatest and someone with the most movies and America's sweetheart. We're going to go Tom Hanks movies.
Okay.
So this is the blind top 5 of Tom Hanks movies and how you would rate them. So first on the list of Tom Hanks movies in your blind top 5, where would you place Toy Story?
Oh.
Writing it in.
All right.
You don't know what's coming next. All right, second on the list. Where are you going to place the Da Vinci Code on the Tom Hanks blind top 5? Coming in third, number 3 on the list for the blind top 5, where are you going to place Turner and Hooch? Next on the list for Tom Hanks movies, the blind top 5, where are you going to place That Thing You Do?
Man, that means there's a big one that's not on this list.
And coming in last, this is where you got to put whatever final opening you have. Where would you put Saving Private Ryan?
Oh.
What big one? What? Are you mad, Kelly?
Rotten blankety blank.
What movie do you think is... I mean, obviously
Forrest Gump.
There's 9 million movies.
Castaway.
Castaway. Forrest Gump.
But
you made me put Saving Private Ryan at number 1.
Well, that might be the best of
was
these
like, you
5.
would want Saving Private Ryan at number 1?
Out of that list, I'm putting Toy Story.
Oh,
okay. So where did you put them, and where would you want to put them?
I put Toy Story number 2. I would have had it at number 1. I had That Thing You Do at number 3. I would have put it at number 2. Turner and Hooch, I've never seen. Da Vinci Code, I've never seen. Saving Private Ryan, I only saw it till it got gross and bloody in like the first 5 minutes.
The first one, like that. Let's
so
begin of the
then
movie.
I didn't watch it. So
you haven't seen 3 of these 5 Tom Hanks movies?
I haven't.
Wow.
I know.
Okay. So you were waiting for the Forrest Gump.
I was.
I don't think Kelly's qualified to rank Tom Hanks.
Yeah,
movies.
I guess not.
I don't think I am, but I thought I saw the best ones. I didn't even... Turner and Hooch.
Oh, that is so great.
Such a good 80s
it's
movie.
Hilarious.
Is that with the dog?
Late 80s?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
So good.
You need to watch that, Kelly. You would love that movie.
Okay.
I'm mad Dragnet wasn't on the list. Remember Dragnet with Tom Hanks and Dan Aykroyd? That was a great movie.
What about Captain Phillips?
Good movie.
I never saw it.
Good movie.
Wait.
How are you going to name it?
Money Pit, right?
Yeah, Money Pit with Goldie
Money
Hawn.
Pit's not Goldie Hawn. It's the girl from Cheers.
Oh, yeah, Shelley Long.
Shelley Long. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
When the bathtub falls through the floor and he starts cracking up.
Yes.
Tears.
Yes.
Every time.
Yes.
I'm absolutely
in the
laughing.
bed, when he's sinking in the bed.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Or when he sinks through the floor and he's stuck in the carpet.
Yes.
He's just stuck there for hours.
Yes.
All right. What, Kelly? What are you going to bitch about now?
I'm not. I accept it.
What did you want on the list? What did I
accept
forget?
your terrible list. Okay, did you ever see A Man Called Otto? That was just out. That's so good.
Very good movie.
I would have rather that than Turner and frickin' Hooch.
All right, well,
that's because you haven't
next Wednesday,
I'll do it.
you
I'll
create
do the
my
list.
top 5.
I can't wait.
Oh, there you go.
Yes,
Vic, where did you have your
movies?
movies?
We're going to do Madonna music.
I actually, as far as these 5, I got them in the perfect order.
Oh, did you really?
In my opinion, yeah.
Okay.
I have Toy Story. I immediately put 5th. Okay. Turner and Hooch, I got 4th. Da Vinci Code, I have 3rd. That Thing You Do, I have 2nd. And Saving Private Ryan, I had 1st.
And that's how you would...
And as far as those 5 go, that's where I would rank them.
The Green Mile.
Stop slapping your hand. What is the problem?
The Green Mile.
Oh, that is great.
Kelly.
He's
Kelly.
Man, when you start talking about all
his filmography is huge.
It's massive.
It's 5 movies.
I'm just picking out the one I saw.
Narrow down. I went 5 Da Vinci Code, 4 That Thing You Do, 3 Toy Story, 2 Turner and Hooch, and 1 Saving Private Ryan.
Okay.
I could have made a couple changes. I did like the Da Vinci Code, but of the 5, that probably would have been 5.
Really?
Maybe.
That was so good.
Oh, don't get me wrong, I loved it, but I like all these movies. Toy Story probably could have been 4. I maybe would have put That Thing You Do above Toy Story.
Where would you put Big?
Oh God.
Big was so good. He's quite the actor, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
100 movies.
He's pretty good. That's what happens.
Not so breaking news. The news already broke. We're trying to put it back together.
This is your OnlyFans edition of the Not So Breaking News. Bryan County, Georgia. Bryan County woman is in custody for illegally using funds from a high school soccer team. She was the president of the Boys and Girls Soccer Team Booster Club at Richmond High School. Susan Nelson was arrested on January 31st because, according to police, she faces charges of defrauding another, theft by deception, theft by conversion, forgery to the 3rd degree, criminal receipt of goods and services, which are all felonies, by the way. They dropped the misdemeanor charge of fraud, account fraud. Because what she did was they collected money through the high school, through fundraisers for the Booster Club to go to the boys and girls soccer teams for the high school. Like a lot of schools do, whether they do the bake sale, the car wash, the selling of, goods at the football games when they run the concession stand, all kinds of ways these different sports raise money. Well, Susan Nelson decided to take that money and spend it all on OnlyFans.
What?
That's what she used the money for. To subscribe.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
And watch OnlyFans videos.
You have really humiliated yourself here.
Unfortunately, the news article does not reveal which OnlyFans subscription she was paying for because I'm very curious.
Yeah, right?
As to what she spent the money on.
Okay. I have not been on OnlyFans. I don't know, but I'm guessing you have an account and then people are like paying you for content, right? They're subscribing to your channel and then maybe you can get special favors for extra money or something.
I don't know. I've never been on either.
Yeah.
So
I'm assuming maybe there was a special someone on there who she was paying, I guess.
And there are a lot of people that do a lot of different things on OnlyFans. I mean, from the PG-13 up to stuff they don't even do in Germany. Like there's
how to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1, go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2, collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3, play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4, unleash your excitement.
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
all
It's not all
kinds.
sex, right?
No, not all of it.
Yeah.
But the highest moneymakers,
Yeah, of
you
course.
know what they're
Well,
putting
sure.
out there.
Yeah, I mean, that's why 60% of the internet is porn.
Well, and that's the other thing I still cannot wrap my head around. Are these people that are making this amount of money, anything you want is for free on the internet. I don't understand what you're paying for.
I guess one-on-one connection or something?
Yeah.
Maybe?
I mean, can you talk to people on OnlyFans? Like, can you talk?
I think so, yeah. I think once you get
subscribed,
subscribed, or if you are a subscriber, you can pay extra to. I mean, I've seen OnlyFans people talk about the money they make.
Yeah.
So I can only assume that some of them
crazy.
offer, one-on-one conversations or one-on-one videos or whatever. But there is nothing, absolutely nothing that these people are doing on OnlyFans that you can't get for free on other sites. I don't get it.
Denise Richards' daughter got on there. I don't know if it's also Charlie's daughter.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, she got on there, started making a ton of money. So Denise went, oh, okay, and she started doing it.
Did you know that the other daughter, I think they're twins, Sam and Lola, one is on OnlyFans, the other is like this really new and excited born-again Christian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like out there. One of them's out there on OnlyFans. The other one's out there on TikTok talking about Jesus. So it's really an interesting sort of, yeah.
Adam V has informed us. I've been on there, and it's awesome. It's 99% sex, and yes, you can message them or speak to them directly. You can even pay for video calls where they actually call you.
Okay, so
right.
there it is.
Yeah.
You do get a personal connection for your money.
Duh. Winning.
Just absolutely crazy. Story number 2, also revolving around OnlyFans, but this is from an actual content creator. So what are people paying for? What kind of channels can you subscribe to on OnlyFans? Well, a 23-year-old woman in New Hampshire by the name of Kelly Tedford was just arrested because she was making OnlyFans content at Monaduke Food Co-op earlier this month. It is a grocery store. Now, what would she be doing to make content for OnlyFans in a grocery store? Well, she soiled multiple products, including raw walnuts, organic coconut shreds, organic polenta, cornmeal, and 3 different types of quinoa, red, white, and tri-colored quinoa, because she decided to relieve herself all over said items at the grocery store and record it.
She hates this fruit.
But then put them back on the shelf.
Oh, my God.
Come on! She posted the footage on her OnlyFans page, and she charges $6 a month for access. So
$6 a month?
$6 a month for her
To watch
subscription
her
fee.
pee on people's food that they're going to consume.
Yep. Apparently, she did this many times, not just at this store, but other places too. She's been posting similar videos since 2021. I will not be shopping at any video store in New Hampshire ever. The co-op lost about $1,500 in merchandise and cleaning costs. There are probably additional damages at other places as well. So she was finally charged with criminal mischief, a felony, and faces additional charges. The investigation is ongoing because not only is this horrific for what you did and putting it back on the shelf, but you posted it, you dumbass.
Well,
what do you think they're going to do? They're going to find you.
If that's the only way you can get subscribers, I think you need to find a new career.
100%.
I looked at this girl's TikTok just to see, because I didn't know it was an OnlyFans thing. I was like, where was she posting this? So I looked on TikTok. The only thing she has on TikTok is from when it was Musical.ly, so from 2019 and older. But everybody's posting on it now going, you peed on my food!
Yeah! And here's the other thing. I'm no male model at all, but this is not an attractive person. I'm sorry. I'm not paying money to see this person do that thing.
Like you'd watch a 10, but you're not watching a 4.
Exactly.
I gotcha.
100%. Who is paying who's paying the $6? She's not even worth $6. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. There you go. That's your not so breaking news. All right, it's a Wednesday. Let's see if we can help out a Blitz listener as Blitz Therapy, brought to you by Tri-State Men's Health. It's an interesting question. I could see this conversation coming up. I've never personally had this conversation before or even thought about this, but I guess I can see so. Candace says, I've been dating a guy for 8 months now. I'm on birth control and pay for it all myself. Money's really tight, and I asked my boyfriend if he could help pay for it. He said that he didn't think that was fair. If a guy's in a relationship, do you think he should pay for half the birth control? 8 months in, I find it hard to believe he said no, but that's me. I wouldn't have a problem helping out, especially if money's tight. Yeah. You know, if you see this going somewhere, and is money tight for? I mean, I don't know why money's tight. If you're younger, I know, trying to work your way up the corporate ladder, things are more expensive now, or is money tight because of an emergency and you need time to get caught up? There's variables in here, but do you think it's okay for the women to pay for all the birth control?
I think it's a reasonable request to ask him to pay half. He has shown his entire hand by saying no. You are not compatible with a guy who is so cheap. I will tell you that right now. Do not have sex with him one more time. And then when you're broken up with him, I'll tell you where you can get free birth control. You call me back, okay?
That's, I am very opposed at people, guys and girls, who use sex as a weapon or sex as a negotiating tool. But in this particular instance, saying, I don't want to take a chance of getting pregnant. I can't afford birth control right now. So we're going to have to wait until I can afford birth control. See if that changes his mind real quick.
Well, she said they've been dating for 8 months. So I'm assuming they're committed to each other, like they're not dating other people at this point.
I would assume the same thing.
So if that's the situation, if you're in a committed relationship, and maybe she wasn't on birth control when they met. Maybe she got on it because they got into a committed relationship. And that's the reason she's on it. And if that's the case, it should be required that he pays half.
800-821-9970 or 99-700. What do you think? You think that's a reasonable request to ask for half the payment of birth control if you're in a relationship? I mean, the other option is you stop and he starts buying his version of birth control.
Yeah.
Somebody texted in, money's going to be even tighter in 9 months.
Right? 100%. All right, 800-821-9970. I would love, if you are a female Blitz listener, you've been through, give us a call. Have you been in this situation before? Or have you, put it all on the man? It's his responsibility. Or have you taken personal responsibility for it? 8 months into a relationship, is that long enough to ask, about kind of splitting a bill? If this is your first time splitting a bill before? And I would consider it a bill. I would consider it part of the household finances if you're not planning on having kids right now. Blitz Therapy brought to you by Tri-State Men's Health. And they fit right in today because talking about an email from Candace saying she's been dating a guy for 8 months now. I'm on birth control and pay for all of it myself. Although money's really tight right now, I asked my boyfriend if he could help pay for it, and he said he didn't think that was fair. Really? That seems kind of shocking. Not fair. Texts are rolling in. Of course, you can give us a call, 800-821-9970. Shoot us a text at 99-700. James says, dude, I'd pay for all of it, no problem. I agree. I would too.
Now, Kelly, Jamie said, my birth control has been free for over a decade. I don't understand why she's paying for it. What is that? Because you said you knew where there was free birth control.
Well, you go to Planned Parenthood. You can go to the health department. There are alternate ways of getting birth control.
Okay.
People will help you out with that because it is it's necessary.
Yeah, absolutely. Mike 7up says, I'm with Kelly, drop the D-bag and move on.
Plus, I think with insurance, doesn't it cost like $5? So, I'm not saying that $5 couldn't stretch somebody's budget from time to time. We've all been poor. But, I think there are ways to get cheap to no-cost birth control.
I'm assuming they have to be a little bit on the younger side. But if you happen to be, 40 plus and you're back in the dating world, snip, snip is the best thing you can do.
Snip, baby. Snip,
best
snip.
Best thing I ever did. Absolutely, 100%.
Rose said he should pay for the majority of it since we can't get pregnant without a man. And can Kelly hook me up with someone? I apparently have bad taste.
What?
In men, I'm assuming?
I'm assuming.
Let's see. What's more expensive, birth control or a baby? Yeah, Brittany, totally agree. I can't find one person who agrees with him.
I know, I'm looking here.
Lori says if the roles were reversed, is she paying for the condoms? I think that you can absolutely split the cost. You're trying to prevent something. Both of you are, right?
Yeah.
So you both can invest in that. Yeah.
And there isn't, especially if you're in a committed relationship, there is not one person on this planet who is going to say, you know what feels so much better? Putting on a condom.
Yeah.
Never once.
Nope.
So if you have the opportunity, why wouldn't you split the bill?
And I would say if you're in a situation like this, one goal you should have is being able to pay for your own birth control. That's a nice goal to have.
Yes.
You know, it's a nice goal to say, listen, I want to be able to pay either man or woman. I want to be able in my budget to afford this.
And
that's
I would
a good
think,
goal.
I would think as a man, 8 months in, committed relationship, volunteering to pay for half.
Yeah.
And so especially if it's asked of you, saying no, Candace, I don't think you're with the right man.
Joe.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, you know, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
Says maybe the nookie isn't that good, and that could be it. Maybe like it was good to a point where he had to start paying for it. And then it was like a deal breaker.
Yeah. Let's see here. Mike says, I'm with Kelly. Drop that D-bag and move on. Cheap ass. Doug said condoms are for sailors and
I need
gypsies.
Kelly, remind me,
Yeah.
Quick show investment. I want to get a hotel bell, a ding-ding.
Okay.
For every time he does it, because he just did it again. Rereading text messages. I want the re-ring bell.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna get.
All right, I would have had to ring it on you yesterday.
Okay, I've done it once. You've done it multiple times.
Listen, just hot tip: if you do point out something, you're going to get it back tenfold because you can't take a criticism without like really showering it back on you. I've been dealing with it for many years.
Okay,
but listen, we all love Vic, but there's You're going to have to, if you're going to say something, you're going to get it back.
Hey, I am
tenfold.
I'm all about it.
Yeah, but we can all take responsibility, right?
Of course.
For our own mistakes.
Of course.
I've never made one yet, so I wouldn't know.
You haven't?
No,
never. Of course not. Except for the person who goes to full screen and can't get to traffic because she doesn't know how to operate a computer.
Oh, by the way, on that, Kelly, we had somebody text saying F11.
F11
gets you out of full screen.
That'll get you out of full screen. But yes, from the person that's never made a mistake, I get it.
Ever.
99.7 The Blitz.
And now, 3 things you need to know before you go.
Well, it was supposed to be an animal sanctuary, but officials up in Sandusky County raided the center near Clyde yesterday and seized more than 100 animals, 110 to be exact. Officials with the Humane Society say the animals were victims of large-scale neglect. Agents took dogs, cats, goats, alpacas, donkeys, guinea pigs, rabbits, exotic birds, and 1 pig from the property, which was known as Another Chance Sanctuary. The sanctuary owner is a veterinarian, Dr. Laura Hurt. She's been charged with 5 felony counts of cruelty to animals. $32,500 going to a Toledo girl who was injured back in 2017 when she was hit by a falling tombstone at Forest Cemetery, North Toledo. She was a minor at the time and got kind of squished by this thing. She ended up needing surgery. Out of it, Toledo City Council has approved the settlement to pay for her surgery and her attorney bills.
Oh, man.
Can you imagine? Like, you don't even want to be there anyway
That
at a cemetery.
That could have been a grave situation.
Wow.
Okay. I appreciate you. I do. Have you guys seen the video of that 3 men who walked into that Colorado pet store? One of them faked a seizure and the other 2 stole 2 puppies.
Yes.
Okay.
I saw it yesterday on TikTok.
Yeah. So this happened at a place called Perfect Pets about 15 miles southeast of Denver. One of the suspects is seen on surveillance suddenly falling to the floor with a seizure, and the employees and the customers all ran over to help him, while the other 2 grabbed 2 English bulldogs and took off running out the door. They jumped into a gold Cadillac Escalade and got away. The one who faked the seizure, though, was held there while employees called 911. He was arrested. Like, This is like, you need to hang out with a different crowd when they're putting you up to faking a seizure and then leaving you at the scene.
Were you the planned fall guy, or were you supposed to get up and run afterwards?
Oh, my gosh.
It makes no sense. And I think one of the guys dropped the dog. So
and then picked it up by its scruff.
Oh, is that what he did?
And ran out. So the dogs were being sold at the pet store for $4,000 a piece.
I was going to say, at least you went for the English Bulldogs, because those by far are going to be the most expensive.
Right. So somebody saw this news story in Colorado, and unbeknownst to them, had just purchased one of the stolen puppies. Didn't know it was a stolen puppy. Paid $1,500 for this English Bulldog. But they were microchipped at the pet store. So he's like, well, let me take this in to get it, just to see if this is one of the stolen puppies. And it was, and he returned it.
Aww.
That's pretty nice. Now, the thing
I bet he's got a legal argument.
Like, at least get your money
back. Yeah.
But then the pet store's on the hook. Why? Because were stolen from. It's a bad situation.
The insurance company.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, there you have it. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know if he should be forced to return the dog without compensation.
Yeah, I agree.
Because you didn't know you were buying stolen goods.
No.
Although if it goes to the investigation, they're probably going to take the stolen goods from you anyways. The police are going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, because receiving stolen property is a crime.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know it?
No, but once you find out, you got to give it back.
It's part of the investigation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is that little microchip, that's going to bust you out. Even if you decided, I'm not going to say anything, I'll just keep my English Bulldog. Like, at some point, that thing's going to get scanned at the vet, and then you're going to be in trouble.
Oh, that's possible too. Yeah, or at least if you go 6 weeks later to get your booster shots or whatever for the dog, then they're going to come asking you questions.
That's right. Why did you steal this dog? Oh well.
But I assume you would then have correspondence saved, text message or emails or whatever, however you talk to the person you're buying it from.
Yeah, did they meet at a gas station?
Pass on the
what?
information to the officers. Maybe, possibly. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Those are your 3 things.
Now, let's see if we can learn you something. Sit up and pay attention.
All right, time to make you a little bit smarter than you were when you woke up this morning. I've shared the fact that Nora and I met on, one of the websites. Which one? Bumble. We went on Bumble. Yeah. If you've been on some of these dating sites and you're like, I'm coming across the same people. This is stupid. They're all the same. Well, yeah, most of them are the same. Tinder, OkCupid, Match.com, Hinge, Plenty of Fish, and The League.
League?
Yep. And Baby Boomer People Meet are just some of the online dating services that are owned all by the same company.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, no matter where you go, you're giving the money to the same people. And there was a point where I was on a couple of them, and all that money is going to the same place and the same company.
It's probably all the same people on all of them.
I'm sure a lot of it's the same
They're
people.
all on
Absolutely. Here's an interesting Hollywood fact. Louis C.K., Matt LeBlanc, and Joe Rogan were all in the same high school graduating class. The class of 1985 at Newton North High School in Newton, Massachusetts.
Well, that's bizarre.
And then 12 years later, Office stars John Krasinski and B.J. Novak, they were both in the graduating class of 1997 at Newton South High School.
What's in the water in
that
Newton?
little area, yeah, doing its thing. I don't know if I could work here. Employees at Ben & Jerry's get 3 free pints of ice cream.
Oh, Lord.
Every day.
Every day?
Every day.
Oh, it'd be the end of me.
They could have 3. Americone Dream, game over.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Americone Dream, by far the best one.
Okay.
It's based off of Stephen Colbert, and it's vanilla ice cream with chocolate-covered waffle cone crunched up in it.
Okay.
And then caramel swirl.
All right.
Oh.
That sounds pretty good.
It's so good. Yeah. Hey, but here's the deal. Rightfully so, they also get a free gym membership.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
So
okay.
you get both. Let's see. The Jetsons. You like that show? Remember the Jetsons?
Oh, yes.
Well, George is 40 years old in that cartoon. Jane is 33 years old in that. And their daughter Judy is 16. That means George was either 23 or 24, and Jane was either 16 or 17 when they conceived
Oh,
Judy.
hell.
Someone didn't sit down and do the math on what that one. They put together the family and they're like, all right, we'll make George 40, we'll make Jane 33, we'll make Judy 16. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Someone misstepped on the math there. Whoops. Rosie was the robot.
Yes.
And didn't they have a robot dog too?
Astro.
He's a real dog. Astro's
Yeah.
a real dog. That's right. Yeah. And finally, if you're a fan of zombie movies, don't fret. You've got plenty to watch. You will not run out of zombie movies to watch because at least 600 zombie movies have been released since 1920, and more than half of them have come out in the 21st century.
Wow!
So you have got a lot of material to watch.
How many B and C movies are in that mess?
Oh, I'm sure a ton. Which, if you're in the right mood and you have the right accoutrements, a nice B-rated movie is fun to watch.
Mike texts in and said he loved zombie movies and he just watched The Dead Don't Die a couple nights ago, which was a fun little ride.
That one I don't know.
This is a fun little ride, but the best is not a movie. It's The Walking Dead.
Oh, I couldn't get into that show.
You didn't watch far enough.
I've seen episodes here and there, and it's just, nah.
Yeah, but you don't know the characters. That's the thing.
True.
You know,
but
you got to know the characters.
Yeah, but the story in general just isn't of interest to me. You want a really good B movie, and it has nothing to do with zombies, watch Velocipaster.
Velocipaster.
Oh, yeah. It's a pastor who gets cursed and turns into a dinosaur.
Stop it.
And fights ninjas. And let me tell you, I don't want to ruin it for anyone, but the final scene of him as the dinosaur, they literally got from like Spirit Halloween. I mean, the costume is so amazingly terrible. Highly recommended.
You can't poo-poo all over The Walking Dead and come at me with a pastor turning into a dinosaur.
Velocipaster is one of the greatest ever made. I'm just saying. There you go. Learning you some stuff on a Wednesday morning, 99.7 The Blitz.
How to have fun anytime, anywhere. Step 1. Go to ChumbaCasino.com.
ChumbaCasino.com. Got it.
Step 2. Collect your welcome bonus.
Come to Papa welcome bonus.
Step 3. Play hundreds of casino-style games for free.
That's a lot of games. All for free?
Step 4. Unleash your excitement.
Chumba Casino has been delivering thrills for over a decade. So claim your free welcome bonus now and live the Chumba life. Visit ChumbaCasino.com.
No